Mm-hmm. Yep.
Hello, and welcome to episode 2 of Pokemon Seagull and Albatross, the name that I came up with because I couldn't come up with any other name. And we will jump straight into it with some very quick introductions. Today we have 2 of our 4 players. So, Good Guy Pie, welcome back.
Good to be back, yes. I will be playing Durin Pokemon today. Totally the toughest man around. And most loyal Pokemon ever.
And secondly, a man who I simply know as Robert.
Probably for the best. Well, once again, I am Robert, coming back. Is that just me? Okay, yeah, that's what the background music is.
Yeah, it's
okay,
real funny.
Let me lower that a little bit, because that just surprised me when the game loaded up. And I will be playing Jason. Laid back, relaxed, but looking to take on, well, I guess the gym's here.
There is in fact a gym.
Yeah.
If you're stupid, brave enough to.
Yeah, but isn't that a steel type gym?
It is indeed a steel type gym.
Yeah, I'd rather not go headfirst into a steel type gym right now, because that's gonna end terribly for me.
It is indeed. So, who wants to recap last week? Who's been making notes?
I think that was someone else.
Who's got a hangover and cannot remember?
My memories are a little shaky because it wasn't last week, it was the week before.
Oh yeah, it was like 2 weeks ago. Shit, that might be why.
But I remember the rough outline. We all went to get registered, to this professor named after a tree.
Vespilus,
thank you. In which all our characters seem to somehow meet up at the same time, in a very coincidental manner. Instead of our usual shebang with Pokemon, where we get Pokédex and stuff, we were given a giant book. This giant book had a lot of information on Pokemon, but we had to read through it. And reading is for nerds.
And also, it's quite time-consuming.
Very time-consuming.
Yes.
And after which we went, to look around the city and maybe go investigate a weird gathering of bird-flying Pokemon, like Murkrows and stuff, which one of us caught.
They were actually described as dark types.
Dark types.
That had invaded a well-known ghost territory.
Yes.
And from what I can remember, you guys sort of looked at it and went, nope, we're not doing that, and walked away.
Roughly is what happened there, because someone wanted to catch a Murkrow, so he did. His Pokemon got beaten up, but he caught it. Bizarre. Then we all decided to nope out there, as there was many angry birds. And we all went off there. We went to the Pokemon Center to get Pokemon healed, to get the one Pokemon that was fainted, and the other one that was kind of beaten up because it was just caught. So then we went to a fishing hut, talked to a fisherman. One of us got paralyzed because
they did the stupid and touched an Oddish.
They touched the Oddish. Don't let strangers touch your Oddish, people.
Words to live by.
And after getting a shower, literally, we then decided, you know what, maybe we'll do some training, and so as well as some mock battles get some food in us. We did all that, and then we found. Oh yeah, we also found a mysterious e-bag, which will come up later. We then, after eating and stuff, we partook in some festivities with getting masks and yellow dresses and yellow mask dresses. But it went well, and then we decided to go back, and then we were accused of. No, we wasn't accused. Guy got his Pokemon mobbed. Brought up. He said something about a mysterious E symbol. Brought it up. Then got accused of being incoherent with them. Then we had to explain it. Then justify ourselves. Then go onto the trail. We found the trail. We decided it's too late at night, probably very dangerous. We went back to bed, and we were going to follow it in the morning.
That's pretty good. That's a very nice little summary there. Thank you very much, GGP. So yes, you're quite right. You got given quite a lot of info dump. Word to the wise: in my games, take notes.
Yeah, I could tell.
Because you'll find very, very quickly that I dump a lot on you. And I do so intentionally.
Slowly loading document.
So yeah, you guys wake up and you notice that your two companions have wandered off, in effect. They've already got up and gone somewhere. Both Kane and hasn't got the character name up.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah, I'll have to fix that. Although that's interesting. I'll look at that later. Yeah, so you guys have woken up and Jason's disappeared off, and you look around and see there's a couple of beds been tidied and made before they've left. Would Totodile, Murkrow, and Turtwig sleep outside their Pokeballs or inside their Pokeballs?
Inside, where it's safer.
Yeah. Yeah, probably inside it. Knowing mine, it eats the bedding or something.
Okay. Darren, you wake up and you sort of start moving around, and all of a sudden there's this as Totodile pops himself out of his Pokeball, still very proudly in his little yellow dress and black leather jacket.
What an odd combination.
And
those are odd Pokemon.
The fisherman sort of brings you all breakfast and a bite to eat. And his little Oddish is wandering around, as usual, using sweet scent to try and keep the smell of fish out of the house. And he says, so where you be headed today?
We were gonna follow one of those the tracks and trail thing we found to do with the missing Pokemon thing. Yeah.
You're actually going after the thieves that stole my Milotic?
We said we would.
Well then, I'll be damned. Well, you just better look after yourselves out there.
We'll try. I mean, yeah, but with time, it's tough, hard.
Well, I tell you what, I got something for you. And he sort of goes out and comes back, and it's like this really long green case. He says, "Take that with you. It might help you some."
What is it?
Well, open it up, obviously.
Oh,
And
I knew that.
you open it up, and there's a very nice shiny rod in there.
Ah, a rod. Yes. These are useful.
Totodil's eyes just go wide, and he immediately latches on to the lure on the end of the rod.
Oh god, what did I do?
No, it's not real. Ah, you got the hook stuck in your mouth, haven't you? Yep. You need help? Maintain. Keep your mouth still. Don't bite my finger this time.
And you managed to get the hook out of his mouth. He goes, well, that's one fun little critter you got there. Go on now. You best get going.
Alright.
And as you leave, you see there's a number of police bikes that go by. And in front of them is this very, very gothic-looking lady. And she stops beside your road, and her hair sort of comes down either side of her eyes and goes sort of back up by her ears. And she says, either of you two seen any shady characters travelling around this way?
Jason?
I mean, kinda, yeah. People ran off, and I'll point in the direction that those guys ran off after they saw my low tick.
Okay, thank you. And you see another officer pull up beside her, and he says, Officer Jenny, do you really think we can take them?
I mean, they were on foot. I'm sure if you just, hit them with your motorbikes, it'll solve itself.
Time to break the moat. That'll break the bikes. You can't do that to a bike.
Still,
that's
it's
murder.
effective. Or just vehicular manslaughter. Or assault with a motorbike.
No, that we're not doing that.
Oh yes, the people is what I was concerned about there. Yeah, they went that way, I think.
Right, let's go. And they sort of get on their bikes and
Maybe you should have...
just behind them, you hear a really loud roar as a Charizard with a rider on it goes past.
Huh. I don't expect an Arcanine, if I'm being honest.
Now they just showed him off.
Well, it seems like police out in full force today.
Yep.
Well, if you want to be the ones to catch him, I suggest you get moving.
Oh, I do that. So it's all just like, yes, this is going to be easy for me, and
Oh god.
yes, walks off in a brisk pace towards the tracks that we picked up yesterday.
I'll follow as well.
Yeah, you managed to find the tracks and you carry on walking down. They're a little bit more trodden in now, and you've sort of headed out down the... Let's get the players on the world map. Because time is a thing that people should have more of.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, you start heading down down the big giant hill of Sunbreak City, and it doesn't take you long before you come across a group of trainers, each stood in a circle, sort of very, very flamboyantly showing off their Pokemon moves and.
Sorry, it's not just me. He cut out a bit, right?
Yeah, he got out there.
I'm still here.
Oh.
I said this group of trainers are sort of showing off their Pokemon moves and their Pokemon. You know, there's everything from a Blossom to a Gallade to a Phanpy.
Oh. Would you look at that?
And you sort of hear this group of gaggling girls going, "No, we're more glorious. No, we're more glorious."
Oh God, someone please shoot me.
And behind them, you will see. This is the quickest way for me to do it. You see a very, very small Nidoran. No, not Nidoran, Nidorino, sorry.
Okay.
Yep.
Like this
So I was going to
Nidorino,
ask, is it either male or female?
it's male. Nidorina is the female.
No, I'm like when you originally said Nidoran.
Oh, yeah. No, it's about half the size of other Nidorino that you may have seen. And there's a gentleman just behind it. And he says, "Come on now, ladies, please." And they say, "Oh, sorry, Professor Redwood." And he says, "Oh, hello." And he sort of looks straight at you. He says, My, that Totodile is certainly the interesting little character. Are you two performing in the group contests?"
It's the plan.
Oh, so you're performing together, all of you? Well, that's fantastic.
I'm
So
sorry. What did I get dragged into?
I've accidentally dragged Jason into this. You have 5 seconds to back out. He sort of whispers over to Jason.
Fine, whatever.
1, 2, 4, 5.
Whatever it is,
Alright.
I'm in.
Oh, well, why are you leaving the city then if you're competing?
Something came up with that we had to take care of.
No, Nidorino, get off! And Nidorino's sort of biting on his ankle, gnawing away. And as he scolds Nidorino, you see Nidorino's eyes just glow blue as the professor goes, No, not again, not again. And Nidorino's using Psychic, lifting him off the ground.
You okay up there?
Yes, I'm fine. Nidorino.
From what I know, should it be able to do that?
You're not from this region, are you?
No.
No. So, as far as you're concerned, Nidorino's a poison type.
That is not a normal Nidorino.
No. These Nidorino grow. These Nidoran grow in Kambal. It's the focus of my studies. And can you help? Nidorino.
I don't know if Nino is poison point, so I'm gonna not touch. I'm gonna not touch it.
And you sort of see Nidorino start to laugh to itself as it drops its trainer about 30 feet down. And he sort of hits the floor. Ow! That hurt.
Mm.
Yes, well, apologies. I am Professor Redwood. I've travelled over from the Colossio region to study the local Nidorino. Because there's rumours that, well, normally there's 2 lines of evolution for a Nidorino. It starts going off into like the Nidoran female, Nidoran male, Nidorino, Nidorina, Nidoking, Nidoqueen.
Right.
And he says, but these ones appear to evolve into something quite spectacular. But this one just won't evolve yet.
Well, I know usually Nidorino from other areas, don't they need a moonstone or something to evolve?
Yes, well, that's just it. There's been reports of them evolving without stones.
That's certainly interesting.
Yes.
Darren, you're from this region, aren't you?
Yes.
Go ahead and make me a Pokemon education check.
Oh boy. Yeah, 2 digits. 9.
On a 9, I would say you know that the local Nidorino evolve into a Pokemon known as Nidoresta, which is a psychic poison type.
Oh lord.
Ooh, the PP. Nidoresco is what you're into.
Resta.
I think.
Resta.
Resta. How do you spell it?
Nido, rest, and then A. Nido Rester. Okay. So I was hearing Nido Resta because of, accent.
Resta. Yes. It's like I heard Resta as well. Okay. Yeah. I read a book on a book.
This is very confusing to you.
Yes, it is.
They're like so like they evolve and they're poison and they're psychic and they're both.
That's possible?
Apparently.
Huh.
I skipped quite a bit of school.
I can tell.
Still can count to 50.
You suddenly hear a large explosion. Not 100 feet away from you. You can see that down on the very, very bottom of this giant hill is a forest, and you can see all the trees just starting to collapse.
Right.
We should probably check that out.
Ah, crap. Let's go.
I'm dragging you into this one as well.
And he says, "It was nice meeting you."
Yeah, see you later. Probably.
Maybe.
As you approach the forest, you can see all of the sort of bug types fleeing, and you can sort of see inside, sort of through the gaps in the trees. You can see that Charizard from earlier is going very much ham on a Voltorb nest. And it seems to be that the Charizard has gone completely out of control.
You ever tried wrangling a Charizard?
No, I have not. But
There's time for everything.
You see Officer Jenny and the other police officers all terrified of the fact their Charizard has gone so haywire. Somebody go ahead and make me a technology education.
Ooh.
oh yay, a thing I actually know.
That one's on you.
13.
13, damn, that's good.
I know, right? Off of 3 dice, even.
Yeah. You have read about technologies in development to emit a microwave that causes certain Pokemon to behave erratically, and the microwaves can be adjusted to type. And it's obviously someone has built one of these devices, and this Charizard is going completely and utterly berserk.
Well, lovely.
What's it?
Go ahead and make me an acrobatics, guys.
Oh crap, baskets. I think I'm not so good at.
Acrobatics or athletics?
Okay.
Again, I think I'm not so good at. Oh hey, 11.
10. You did better than me on 2 dice.
You both narrowly managed to avoid getting a flamethrower to the face. And you see Totodile eyes just go wide as a little bit of his dress got singed.
Oh, no. No, really, you can't fight this one.
And he starts doing a Naruto run through the forest.
He's twice your size! Actually, probably 10 times!
Totodiles, not known for their size.
Nice.
Or not known for their, well, intelligence.
Intelligence.
Especially when upset.
Well, Jason, what do you know about Charizards and how do we stop them?
What do I know about them?
Roll me a Pokemon education check.
Cool. Oh, wow. First that roll. That's okay, below a 10, but not a 1, so.
You don't know an awful lot about Charizard.
Do I know how to calm them down?
You will have to look through the book, which will take some time.
Crap.
I will buy you time.
Well, you do have type advantage on it.
I've never tombstoned a Charizard, but it's a good chance to try.
You suddenly hear, as you start running towards the forest, and as Totodile reaches the edge of this Voltorb nest, you just see sparks going over the top of the nest as they all start to glow, and there's just several self-destructs go off simultaneously. And the Charizard sort of goes up in the air. Go ahead and make me another acrobatics check. And for Totodile as well.
Both of us or just him? Because I'm staying back.
It's Totodile.
I'm staying back to do research.
Yeah. Alright. So, do Totodile's acrobatics, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's a +2 in that. 3d6 +2.
Well, you roll the dice plus the +2.
Yeah. So
it's good.
He's good. Myself, Acrobatics. Not too bad.
Yeah, I'd say you managed to, again, narrowly avoid being blown up. There are now, there are now a number of a large number of Voltorb all been KO'd. And still a very angry Charizard who is flying down to you fairly rapidly.
I'm gonna start looking through that book now.
I'm gonna punch a Charizard in the face.
Jesus Christ.
Are you sure you want to do that?
Part of me wants to say, part of me definitely wants to say no. The other part of me says I'm the manliest man in the world, so
Things that won't end well.
It's not gonna end well. But I'm punching a Charizard in the face.
Okay.
Oh Lord.
Roll the attack.
Which would be combat.
Combat, which is I don't know. It's struggle, I guess.
Well.
Struggle.
Oh God, yeah, it's struggle.
Yeah, it's struggle. 1d20. Oh, damn. That's just hitting the AC, meaning his AC would be 5. So I've just.
At minimum, it would be a 5.
Yeah.
Remember, this is a Charizard, so it's level 36.
Yeah. You sort of just miss him as he turns around, grabs you from behind,
oh dear,
flies you in the air, and he's going to use a seismic slam.
Seismic toss, you mean?
Toss, yeah.
Oh no! Here comes the goofy scream.
I just need to get the stats for it up.
You sure it's not going to be more in line with what Wilhelm would scream?
It's probably a Wilhelm scream. Not the best way to buy time, to be honest, but.
I thank you nonetheless for your sacrifice. Let's be honest, you're probably going to die here.
Hey, I've got 5.
So you lose 15 HP.
I have 5 defense.
Yeah, so you lose 10 HP then.
Exactly knocks me out.
Wait, you only have 10 HP? That's not right.
No, that's not right at all. I am looking at the wrong thing, aren't I?
Yeah, you're probably looking at your HP stat, which dictates your actual HP.
I need to look at combat. Hold on.
Is that max HP on the...
My max HP on combat, is it? Oh, God.
On combat.
Max HP at the top of your sheet.
Oh, that is 42.
42. So yeah, you take 10 points of damage as it slams you into the ground.
It's still alive!
This would be one of those times where I would give a sarcastic quip, but I'm currently trying to,
Yeah, go ahead and make me that Pokemon education check again.
Okay. All favorable dice gods with a 12. Much better.
Yeah, you know you need to get Charizard out of this area. Like, you need to somehow lead him as far away from this location as possible.
Shit. I'm gonna look at the officers and ask, so, do any of you have a Pokeball or something you could recall Charizard into, or,
Officer Jenny sort of looks at you, rolls her eyes and says, "And you don't think we've tried that?"
I mean, did you?
She just walks past you and she opens her Pokeball and says, "I'm really not sure about this." And,
oh my God, I love that. I'm like, well, did you?
She throws out her Pokeball and out of it comes an Altaria.
That's not at all what I meant.
And she says, "Altaria, Draco Meteor.
What? That is the opposite of what I meant.
And once again, I need to find stats for the move.
Yeah. That's why I keep the indices and references sheet. Well, actually, that's why I just look at my PDF and glance it over from time to time.
Shh. This makes it sound like I didn't stat things up before the session.
Did you not?
It's fine. So yeah, why don't you all go ahead and make me a one more athletics or acrobatics.
Okay.
Totodile as well, because he's out of his ball.
Yeah.
Oh, crap baskets.
Totodile, myself. There we go.
Totodile's
fine.
Totodile's totally fine. You and me, not so much.
No, I think you are fine, because it's not necessarily aimed at you. It was just to see that whether or not how far away from you it's going to be.
Still.
Yes, it's kind of a bit close.
Very close. Very, very close.
So yeah, that actually knocks Charizard down out of the sky. And
oh, thank God.
The Charizard crashes into the ground, and it stands up and gives out a tremendous roar as it looks up at Altaria. And you see Officer Jenny sort of run to approach the Charizard.
Bad idea number 2 of the session. This one coming from an NPC.
I survived. I think.
You did. You're fine for the most part.
Yeah. So, what now? He shouts back.
What do I know with that 12?
You probably think that you need to El Toro this Charizard out of here.
Oh, lovely.
Because otherwise it's just going to keep going.
So it's probably an area thing. Lovely.
And you also see the Altaria that's being called out starting to seem confused.
Oh, crap. Might want to recall your Altaria.
As she sort of shoots the beam up at the Altaria, you notice that the Pokemon fails to energize.
Oh, crap.
Is this where we run?
Possibly, yeah. Well, you guys should run. I have an idea. It's a terrible idea, but it's an idea.
Make it 5 words or less.
Gonna make him chase me away. Gonna make him chase me.
I'm pretty sure I'm faster than you.
Now is not the time to measure dicks, asshole.
I'm just saying it would be safer for me to make him chase instead of you.
Can you both make me a perception check?
Right.
Sure.
There's just
Things I expected. Seriously, like we were in the middle of bad
Yeah.
decision. 10. Wow.
Perception. I don't think I'm very good. I am.
You're shit terrified. You're just running out of there.
You're fucking. For lack of a better word, you are blind with fear.
Yeah. Jason, you, however, notice there are a number of small mechanical devices that are fixed on the trees. You can see about 4 of them.
Oh, lovely. Guys,
What?
I'm gonna point out the devices. We might want to shut those down.
Ah! I know. I have an expert person to destroy things. Totodile!
don't fully destroy them. Destroy most. I want to research one of them.
What are the how well can I throw a Pokemon of this size?
How well can you what?
How aerodynamic are Totodiles?
Not very.
Not very. If we had to guess, not very, man.
If I threw one in the general direction of where this thing was, would there be a chance he might take a liking to destroying the thing?
Not if you throw in. Why would you throw him?
Because he moves faster that way.
I mean, on the one hand, not wrong. On the other, what is wrong with you?
I was not raised with good morals.
Clearly.
Okay.
At the mention of throwing him, Totodile actually bites you on the leg.
Okay, no biting, but throwing. Alright. You know how that I did last time. Alright. The metal things. The silvery box things on the trees. Charge. Go. Just go wild. Full permission.
Just leave one of them for me, damn it.
He doesn't. He runs around each one of them, bites and rips it apart. And with each one that's bitten, you see your Terrier and Charizard start to come back around to their normal selves.
No.
Totodile does kindly bring you one that's got
mostly intact.
Well,
cool.
It's not even.
I say mostly.
It's not even closely intact. It's just bits of sharded metal now.
Thank
I should.
You should really work on training him.
I'll try. He's the. I'm trying. He's.
I know you are.
Oh. We have pieces.
Maybe I can figure out with the circuitry or something.
Good luck with that, because that ain't my specialty. Just sort of just scraping up the bits for you, sort of in his hand, sort of tries to hand it over. Yeah.
Thanks.
And Totodile sort of looks at you expectantly and sort of points to his mouth.
I don't have food.
Today?
I will get you some when we get back to town. How does that sound?
You'll get extra.
Thank you for not ripping my arm off.
He'll minorly gnaw it at best. Right now.
Right.
So what were these things?
Well, I'm not 100% sure, but it looks like they were geared to negatively affect Pokemon like this. Well, it looks like maybe flying type Pokemon, since that's what they have in common.
Good thing you didn't have your Murkrow friend out.
Yeah.
It's a real shame you didn't have your Murkrow out.
Yeah. I'm honestly glad I didn't have Murkrow, because I didn't want to be adding more fuel to the fire.
Literal fire.
Still a fire.
Well, our job here is done.
Yeah.
Officer Jenny approaches you And she says, "Thank you for all your help." She says, "I've not seen you two around these parts before."
We're new in town.
Hang on a minute, and she sort of looks at Darren.
You see him like just awkwardly just lowering his bandana slightly.
You're that boy that was released a few weeks ago.
Never heard of. No. Who? A few weeks ago. No, I haven't heard of any. I was from a small town released recently at all on charges which are more than questionable. And have totally not been held accountable for all my actions I've done in the past and may have made a string of bad decisions. I'm not helping myself here, am I?
No. No, you are not.
I would like to take you in for questioning. You were found at the scene of trouble. You are a known troublemaker.
Hold on. He wasn't found here at the scene. We came upon you guys. It's not, his fault. And if anything, kind of bad on you for what happened with your Charizard and almost happened with your Altaria.
Are you back-chatting me?
I'm just pointing out the obvious, ma'am.
Well, keep your noses clean whilst you're in my district.
Yes, ma'am.
And she hops on her bike, calls Charizard and Altaria, and gets out of there.
Cheers for that. I hate the question station. They're always so tough. It's always the first question that gets me.
I can tell.
What is your name? I never know if it's a trick question or not.
Spoiler alert, it's not.
Fair enough. Should we continue doing the thing we were doing before?
I mean, we kind of should, yeah.
Go ahead and make me a perception check.
Both of us?
Yeah, I'd
preferably.
say both of you can do.
Oh,
Preferably.
because it went so well last time.
10 again.
9.
Okay. Yeah, with those, I'd say you look around for a fair while, for any signs or traces. And you sort of look down on the floor, and you can see that Officer Jenny's tyre track is going back towards the city. And in the tyre track is another one of these pins.
Clue. It's in. What does this mean?
Lovely. It means that Officer Jenny may have had something to do with this.
Ooh.
Or I'm just reaching and hoping.
Well, it is possible, or the people were just in the area. They're probably the setup of these or by design.
Right. I'm holding out skeptically.
Possibilities are endless right now. Maybe, possibly.
You sort of... Darren,
there's two possibilities there, Darren. There's only two.
Okay.
Darren, you look down and you see Toadstool poking one of the holes that the Charizard's fire made in its dress.
We'll fix it. Actually, we'll fix it now. As he pulls out a needle and thread.
So you guys are gonna have to stop for a while, I would think.
Yeah.
Whilst Darren's doing that, are you sticking around whilst Darren's sewing up a dress in the middle of a forest?
I'm gonna maybe
a wooded area, not
examine
necessarily a
the
forest.
area. I know, recommend that we maybe not be so close to Voltorb nests because that might not end well for us.
Yeah, and as
You know, they tend to explode a bit.
As you're sort of exploring the area, you can see that this is this particular woodland is nicknamed the Exploding Wood for a reason. There are a number of Voltorb, Electrode, and Fortress.
Oh god, I forgot those things. Also, no explosion.
And you also see Pineco as well.
Oh yeah. Huh. Well,
why don't you go ahead and both make me a stealth check? And make me a stealth check with Totodile as well.
Ah, yes, my stealth. My amazing stealth.
that should not be 2d10. I'm sorry. I was looking at something else. There we go.
And Totodile. Stealth.
It's like that's a bit more accurate.
Stealth is what is stealth? Was much
Apparently-
better stealth.
Yeah, apparently there's the
Mine is a
yours
one.
alone, D6.
Totodile disappeared.
Yeah, Totodile kind of just blends in. Like he's a Pokemon, and he's not accustomed yet to being a trained Pokemon, so he's more wild and he fits right in. However, Darren, whilst you're sewing, you're singing yourself a merry little tune, and
Oh lord.
you kind of hear Voltorb, 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 Fortress, Fortress.
88 bottles of soda on the wall.
Yeah, you look up and you are actually sat underneath a Pineco hive. Just a cluster of Pineco and Fortress. And they look like they're getting ready to go boom.
Do I remain still, or yeah. What was it? I was always told. If it's a Voltorb, you stay still and pretend to play dead. No, you run like hell. Which one was it? I'm gonna go with the run option.
Go ahead and make me an athletics check.
Do. Wait. Yeah.
On a 10, you don't manage to get out the way.
Oh no.
Oof.
Cue the Wilhelm scream. Ooh.
Hey, Romesticus. Welcome to the game, my friend. Yeah, you sort of just take 31 points of explosion damage, and that's me being a nice GM.
-5. It's like 30, 20.
Explosion work.
I don't know if it's special or is explosion special defense. Either way, a -5 if it's special or defense.
So it'd be 26 damage total.
Right. Still standing.
Still alive somehow.
Yeah. Right, so that's 32. Still alive.
Yeah. Just about. As sort of you feel the burning on your back of this explosion just going off, and you land at the feet of your companion.
I just look at him. Hi there.
Hi. How are you doing?
Well, probably better than you.
Scenery's amazing here. I'm just gonna, lie down here for like the next year.
All right.
In the distance, you see Professor Redwood coming down towards you, and he says, I'm terribly sorry. I completely forgot to warn you. If you're going into this forest just here, there's it's well known to explode.
Yeah, we gathered. We gathered as
Thank
much.
you. His hand sort of just falls back down onto the floor.
Oh my. We need to get you to a doctor, my friend. Bear with me 2 seconds. I know we can take you to Nurse Joy. She should be able to fix you up. And Nidorino, if you wouldn't mind. And again, you see Nidorino's eyes light up blue as he sort of carries you using psychic.
I forget everything. I forget everything in this continent tries to either like just hurt you.
Yeah, they do.
Why do I live here again? This place seems incredibly dangerous.
I just moved here.
You
Clearly,
made
I
a
have
lot
terrible
mistake.
judgment. Yeah, I could tell. Yeah. However, at the same time, it's not that bad because I'm actually aware of my surroundings.
Yeah, I've survived. That's what matters.
Yeah, Darren, you're kind of
survive
floating
a
there,
lot of
and
things.
Todadar's catching a free ride on you. Todadar got tired of walking and just sort of climbed on you.
I don't blame it for a moment that I got tired of walking. Just like, yeah, I'm stuck following this crazy bastard. I may as well get a free ride out of it at some point.
Free food, free ride. Life is good.
Totodile is also mocking you. Like, he's going...
I would totally fight you right now if I wasn't in this condition. There's a fight in words, boy.
Is boy considered racist?
I'm not sure.
I mean, like, maybe?
I'm not sure. Can you be racist to Pokemon?
Because they're a different race, yes.
Technically, they're a species. They're an animal, so...
Technically?
I guess you can emotionally abuse a Pokemon still.
It's more animal abuse than racial abuse.
Yeah, that's true.
Fair enough. It's still not good.
So after a while, you get dragged into Nurse Joy's Pokemon Center, and once more, there's that moody teenager Joy stood behind the counter going, "Yeah."
Morning.
What happened?
Would you believe an enthusiastic walk through the forest?
Sure. Whatever.
Aren't you just a barrel of sunshine?
Yeah, well, so are you, jackass.
The pot calling the kettle black.
And you see the mother Joy come out, and she says, "Joy, you cannot speak to our patients like that."
I mean, I'm technically not a patient.
You are a guest whilst you are in our facility. Please let us go fix up those scorches. Chansey, if you wouldn't mind, and you see the Chansey come out, surrounded by Togetic, and just gives you this giant egg. Chansey!
I think that's for you, buddy.
Okay. The giant. What do you? It's an egg.
As you feel it, it feels very soft. Like you can sort of squidge it together. It's not like got a shell on it or anything. It's just.
Huh?
My dear, you need to eat that. That's Chansey's hard-boiled egg.
Oh.
And as you start to eat it, you suddenly feel completely revitalized. But it does taste quite foul.
Delicious. Awkwardly eating it.
Now, what would lead you to do something so crazy as to go into a forest full of Pokemon that have a habit of exploding?
Not knowing they explode to start with.
That's definitely number one on our list of reasons why we went there. I think right up there is we heard an explosion, and apparently there was a rampaging Charizard.
Go ahead and make me a...
That's not even me lying. That is me just being
No.
There's a rampaging Charizard.
Yeah, go ahead and make me a perception check.
Lovely. 3. I am blind.
Welcome to the club.
You don't see anything. As you say this and you sort of have a little conversation with Joy about the events that took place, you turn around and Moody Joy has disappeared. Moody Joy has just gone.
Huh. Does she normally do that?
Oh yeah, she's quite erratic in herself.
I can tell.
I'm sure she'll be back anytime soon, though.
Okay, then.
I guess.
Wait, okay.
We've had a productive morning, haven't we?
Relatively speaking.
But we made it further than we did last time we went out of this city.
True. We also didn't die, which
I
think is a good thing.
Yeah, I think that goes on the board of things we did today.
Yep.
So we know there's people to do. So we got another pin. If we keep at it this way, we'll have a whole collection.
Yay.
Awkwardly looking at them. They're the exact same pin, by the way.
Yes, they're identical.
I do. So, what do you suggest, Jason? Then, since do we keep looking for clues? Keep ask around the city.
The thing is, I'm not entirely sure. I mean, there's a good chance we'll be fine, but at the same time, it's tough to say. I think we might want to just see about getting back that Milotic, and who knows? If I'm lucky, I might actually be able to get a gym battle going.
Let's go find that logic.
As you leave the building, you run into the fisherman whose name has
I don't remember.
lost me. But he
Yep.
says to you guys, he says, "Oh, waha! Thanks for helping Officer Jenny with that little Milotic problem."
Sorry, what?
What?
She dropped it round to me.
Oh.
Not a few hours ago.
Oh.
Oh.
In fact, Milotic, and he calls out this absolutely beautiful, like mermaid fish Pokemon. And to be fair, it's probably the first time either of you have seen a Milotic.
Oh yeah, that's definitely the first time for me.
I mean, nice. Cool. Not as cool as you.
And he
Nope.
Actually, go ahead and make me a general education check just to see how well you stitched that dress up.
Oh, all right.
Yes, his Totodile is wearing a dress.
Yes.
Mm.
No. Alright. I'm just sort of seeing if I've got anything that could help that be applicable here. No, it's not really making any items. It's just
No, it's just
repairing it.
repairing it.
Alright. Might have to take a skill stump one day. Innit?
Oh, your cam's gone on us,
oh.
GG.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
I dropped for some reason. General ed, 2. Alright. Not too good today.
Out of 5, I'll say you managed to just make it look passable. But Totodile passable is not good enough.
Yeah. It's perfect or nothing. We'll make it better when we have the materials.
Totodile!
Yeah, I know. Look, I know it's very difficult, but as it currently stands, we don't have the resources to make it perfect.
Totodile.
Look, we're gonna stand off all day about this. We'll get nowhere.
What does any checks? I was gonna say, behave yourself. Sorry, my the character. There we go. It's loading now. Come on. There we go. Yeah, you see Totodil's claws just gleam as he uses a scratch.
Huh.
Oh dear.
We're gonna end badly.
Just as well you've just been fixed up.
Yeah.
But yeah, he just sort of scratches you across the legs. We won't worry about damage or anything. It's more for...
Yep.
and yeah, Totodil's laughing now.
That was not very funny. You better start shaping up.
And
I'll be doing this all the time.
with that, when you say you need to start shaping up, you see Totodile start doing the whole sort of one arm behind the back push up on the floor.
Ah, God damn it, I forgot he was a gym boy.
Yeah.
Damn gym lad Pokemons. Oh. We'll talk about this later. Oh, we're not in public. Darwin is sort of just rubbing his temples a little.
An awkward silence descends upon the party.
How do you... Jason, how do you deal with this? Do you know?
Not really. I mean, here's the thing. My Pokemon, are usually good about it. About not being troublesome. However, can't say that all the time.
He's so stubborn, though. Know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. That's just the way some Pokemon are.
I'll get through to his head.
It'll take time.
Maybe. Well, we can't really keep going on without the others. They seem to be able to input information and put things together when we're all together. So let's say you want to go Pokemon catching.
Well, I think I'd rather do a little bit of training with Murkrow so we can catch up with Turtwig. Although, considering the damage he did.
Training it is then. What's your usual training regimen?
Well, I mean, I plan to do a little bit of training for experience, but
So currently, what are you guys' thought on the current events that have occurred?
It's all interesting.
Yeah, it seems all a little odd and coincidental at this point.
Yep.
But down, sort of, there seems to be an odd string of events that he wants to sort of put his finger down onto, but he hasn't got much. It's just not enough for him to latch onto to keep following on.
Okay. Can you both go ahead and roll me 3 occult education checks?
Oh, that thing I'm terrible at, actually.
Oh, I am. I think I'm.
1, 2,
Oh.
3. 6, 3,
I am.
and 2.
I am. Oh, we're both in the same
Oh,
department.
graveyard on. Oh yeah, this festival's still going on.
Yeah. 4, 5, and 4.
Yeah.
Okay. As you're sort of walking around in the city, you hear somebody, or you see somebody very suspicious, and once again, it's that sort of punk rock, gothic emo look about them, and they sort of have really, really dark under eyes, bright red, fiery hair, in a sort of mohawk, and actually, I'm going to say you can see on his shoulder there is one of these pins.
Oh lord.
A pin.
Yep.
Do you say that out loud?
He's sort of whispering it, like it's more under his breath, not
Okay.
shouting.
Yeah. Thank God.
Go ahead and make me a stealth check.
Oh no!
We're boned.
Oh, it's a 6. It's a 6.
Do I also need to make one?
No, that's fine.
Oh, thank God.
Fortunately for you, he didn't hear you.
Oof.
And he hasn't taken notice of you. So you can safely follow him if you so wish.
Let's see where he's going. Let's try and act casual.
Right. That's in casual. That's gonna be wonderful to try to get away with.
We got this. We just walk like we're roughly walking in the same direction. You know,
And
Like-
as you're talking about walking casually, you see Totodile sort of put his hands on his hips.
casual. just I'm sure that this is casual, right? As sort of Darren sort of is putting on like a swagger step.
Not even close.
He's trying.
Just gonna shake my head and walk. It's like I'm gonna end up dead because of them someday.
Look, we're tailing the guy. Casually.
Yeah.
Nice to see you're feeling better. And from behind you, you hear Professor Redwood and his Nidorino.
Looks at the sky. I think it's still morning, so morning.
It's probably about afternoon by now, but yeah.
Yeah, but with all the crap we've been doing, it's probably afternoon, man.
Afternoon.
He says, out doing a little shopping, I see. Well, I highly recommend Flo's Ice Creams just over the way. Fantastic. The finest... I've forgotten the finest Miltank milk in all of Camball is used here.
Lovely. We'll keep that in mind.
In fact, why don't I join you? And he kind of ushers you away as you see this man with the red hair kind of disappear behind the corner.
No. Ah. Great. No. Ice cream it is, sir. So close.
I will point out that it is probably sort of early spring, so it's not exactly the weather for ice cream. It's probably quite chilly. in fact.
Yep.
Hmm. Oh, you know, I, I, I'm not really an ice cream guy, especially this time of year. And you know, I think Jason, you wanted to get some training in rather soon, right?
Yeah, I was definitely looking forward to doing a bit of training.
Oh,
Yeah.
nonsense. You can do that anytime. Come
We can
on.
get ice cream anytime as well.
And he's kind of
Uh,
almost forcing you along
Crap.
the road. Like the uninvited guest.
Yeah. Ow, you know. Well. Mm, I mean, excuse. It's just one of those days. You don't really. What day is it?
I don't know. Probably a Wednesday.
It's Wednesday. It's middle of the week. You save ice cream for Friday. You know, I've got to watch my diet.
Big
You
lad
have
like
one of those?
big lad like you doesn't need a diet.
No, it's very important for maintaining muscle mass.
And he shoves you all the way along to this ice cream parlour. And as you do, sat outside, you see Professor Miss Spurless and her Sableye. And she says, hello.
Hello.
Greetings, Professor Redwood. What brings you to Campbell? And he obviously explains that he's here for he's coached a group
The Nidorino
contest
bit.
team. And he wants to study the Nidorino. And she says, alright. She says, well, do not be causing trouble. I do not want the trouble that you have caused in the past.
No trouble will be caused.
No, she's looking at Professor Redwood.
Yeah,
And
not us.
and
Not us for
he
once.
looks really, really nervous when she says that. And Sableye is sort of giving Nidorino evils, and Nidorino's giving Sableye evils.
Mm. They are certainly not getting along.
No, I'm sure they're best friends, really. I'm not.
You were so wrong.
As the professors cross paths, you notice that within a moment's notice, Sableye uses Power Gem and Nidorino uses Poison Sting, like simultaneously, and they're evenly matched.
Okay.
Maybe there's no drama. Maybe we can bolt it. Couldn't have gone too far if we run.
I feel like we're meant to be here for something. Just call it a hunch.
All right. Yes. Let's sit down and get ice. So lumbers over and awkwardly sit. What are they, like stools or?
They're like little bistro tables, you know, out on the patio.
So we'll take a seat here then.
And Professor Redwood comes out with a nice little platter of sundaes and ice creams, and he says, "I'm terribly sorry you had to see that."
Right. It happens.
Yes, well, unfortunately, we have history, as you could probably tell. Not good history, neither, and I'd rather not go into it, thank you.
That's no problem at all.
He says, so, well, what are you going to do for the competition then?
Oh, uh, look, surprise. You
Yeah,
know,
we honestly have no idea.
none whatsoever. I'm going to be honest.
He says, you haven't practiced, have you?
No.
You haven't been preparing for this eventuality of this competition, have you?
To be fair, I didn't even plan on going into the contest until I got roped into it. But, I kind of honor my commitments.
Right. Okay. Well, I would suggest you leave the competition then. After all, you wouldn't want to be showing yourselves up.
I mean, we probably won't be that bad.
I'm very confident in my skills, actually. It may not look it, but I am a master at choreographing things together.
He looks down at Totodile, looks at you, looks at Totodile, looks at you.
He's a perfectionist.
You've dressed him in a yellow dress with a leather jacket.
That's his everyday clothes.
Looks down at Totodile, looks at you.
We'll have something. We'll have costumes sorted. Trust me. This is just you don't wear your fancy clothing out in public, do you?
No, but I have to look my best in public.
He's a Pokemon. He doesn't have to adhere to the standards of humans.
Well, yes, well, as I say, if I were you, I'd stay away from the contest. I mean, you need a group anyway. And the two of you are, well, you've already expressed that you're no longer interested, so...
I think we've got two more people. I'm going to rope in that willingly will help me. And us,
Well, the competition's tomorrow, so you best get your act together then. And he sort of says, here, this might help. And he puts on the table, he puts a little, it's like a tiny personal cassette player. And it's got, he hands you what looks to be like a floppy disk with it as well.
What is this?
That's a gift for your Totodile.
boy. Thanks.
And you sort of inspect it, and you see it says on the front of it, water gun, how to.
How to water gun gunning for dumps. I get it. He doesn't eat it, right?
Yes, anyway, I best be going. Enjoy.
Alright.
And you notice as he stands up and walks away, he hasn't even touched his ice cream.
Do you feel like it's just a matter of being diverted every so often by a mysterious group in the shadows?
Do you not?
It's really feeling like that. Like, it just came out of nowhere.
It happens.
Well, let's see what this is anyway. tries to figure out how this. I know what it is, but that one doesn't. How this quote-unquote TM works. Training manual tutorial thing. How to walk.
Go ahead and roll me a Pokemon technology education.
Oh boy. Yes. Help.
Oh, look. You let me to try and figure that out for you?
Please.
Happily. That's that skill. Wow, I did not do much better. I started doing so well.
You've got no idea. You just sort of try everything. You're like a child with a new toy, just trying everything to figure out how it works.
Yeah, bad news. No idea.
There's a problem. Just sort of staring at it. You know, I don't think the fisherman would know either.
Yeah, we
you
did not get any sort of.
You don't.
Who's currently around?
Who's around? Currently, there's lots of people around. You're in an ice cream parlor.
Who looks like the smartest person?
I'd say there's a nerd in there somewhere. Like proper thick glasses, sort of really done up coat, sort of with the overalls.
The guy you would shove in the locker at high school.
Yeah, effectively.
Oh yeah.
Ah, a nerd. Perfect. I mean, a gentleman who can help us.
Excuse me. I am a well-renowned researcher. Thank you very much.
Nice to meet you, well-renowned researcher. I am down.
And what would a rebel like you want with someone like me,
How does this work?
You've never used a technical machine before?
Oh, what thing?
A technical machine. It teaches Pokemon new moves.
Oh, how does it work?
Oh boy, oh boy. Okay, come with me. And he sort of leads you down the winding path. And you come to what is almost like a back alley computer lab. As you enter in, you see like there's loads of machines. He says, "Right, give me that bit," and you pass him like the cassette, and he plugs the cassette into the computer and then puts the floppy disk into the cassette, and he boots it up. Totodile, if you wouldn't mind, and he sort of points to like a cylinder in his computer lab. And Totodile walks over and sort of quite happily stands in there as this shutter comes down, and you suddenly hear from inside.
Calm down. You're on an 11 out of 10. We need you on like at least a 7.
And you hear as the machine starts up, and after it stops, the door slides up, and the first thing Totodile does as he steps out is give you a blast of water gun.
Wow. Oh. I have made a huge mistake.
Yeah. Yeah, you did.
Just sort of wipes the water away.
As you wipe it away, he gives you another blast, and he finds it mildly hilarious.
Okay.
Please don't record him. Well, I'm glad you like it. This is what we're going to use to win. Oh, wait, not win, but at least prove that we won't show ourselves up.
He looks very confused as to what you're talking about.
We're going to show off and prove you're the best. Yes.
I forgot this was a group competition, right? So of course I'm getting involved in this with you.
You're going to show off and prove that we're the best.
There you go.
There we go.
So out of interest, who's Jason going to choose for this competition?
That's the part I'm torn on. I don't know if I'm going to be going with Turtwig or Murkrow here. They're both decent enough. I think I'm going to go with Murkrow.
Okay. And I'm assuming you. It gets around to the evening fairly quickly, but I assume that at some point through the day you are going to try and choreograph something.
Oh yeah. I also plan to do, again, some experience training.
Yeah, that's fine.
Which is... It gets 1 experience. God damn.
Yeah.
That's what you get for having a pathetic command rank.
And I am going to proceed to try and work out some sort of routine here with the Pokemon we know we have at our disposal. Now, Darren has studied this because he is he's always been a fan of being a coordinator. So.
Oh.
So he's going to sort of sit down and sort of just pull out this book essentially and just start listing potential routines and then go for like the highest possible, like the most complicated one, and then start lowering his standards from there.
Okay, so what does this look like?
It essentially looks like just these very poorly drawn, like rough images of each Pokemon, and then just like to anyone like looking at him at the time, it looks like a bunch of just random lines connecting to each other and random words connected. 2 steps left, 3 steps right, do a spin back.
Oh god.
Step 1, 2, 2, 3.
And go ahead and roll me a command rank. Yeah, command roll.
Oh, all right.
It's on you.
Oh, hey.
This is just for the Totodile.
It's 80.
Nice. Yeah, Totodile gets it. He totally gets it. And, with a couple of tries, he actually nails it. But does Murkrow nail his part in the choreography?
Yeah, the aerial part.
No, and he's also a bit shy on. He can't really do much. Like, we could play up his speed a bit to cycle around using. Probably playing off of if you fire a water gun into the air.
Ah, like it. So maybe flying around it, like a water fountain of some sort.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll me that command rank.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah. I have one in that.
Oh dear.
Oh, I got 5.
It's still a 5.
It's not great, but Murkrow kind of knows what it's roughly meant to do. And as Totodile sort of spins on one leg, spraying this water gun out, you see Murkrow sort of flying under and over the water gun.
It's not bad. I'm sure with a bit more time, a bit more training, and maybe learning a few more moves, you know, Murkrow might actually have a decent shot at, well, doing well.
Well, the current goal is not to show ourselves up, just to prove that nosy professor wrong.
Oh yeah.
Make me a perception check, both of you.
No.
Oh god damn it.
Oh, I did it again.
10.
Section, yes.
There we go.
26. 10.
Yeah, on a 10, you notice Totodile is starting to spin faster and his water gun is getting a lot stronger. And your intuition kind of kicks in. You think you especially, Darren, need to move out of the way.
Jason, get down.
Okay. Murkrow return, or at least get out of the way.
And Totodile indeed sort of sprays water everywhere, trying to cover you. He does cover you both, but you don't get a direct hit.
Careful!
Man.
That can actually hurt at that strength. Yes. Don't hurt us. Or at least don't hurt him.
Thank you.
Crime. I can take it.
And you suddenly see Murkrow fly in with a peck attack. None too happy that its feathers has just got wet.
Murkrow, no! God damn it, Murkrow, no! I'm gonna run and try to stop Murkrow from pecking the Totodile.
Okay, make me an athletics or an acrobatics check.
Okay, well, again, both are not. Well, I mean, they're like untrained, so 6.
I'd say on a 6 you don't make it in time.
That's reasonable.
Murkrow. Get Murkrow's sheet up. What's the AC on Murkrow's attack?
Well, do you want me to roll it? Cause
yeah,
it's,
you can roll it. You've got you should have the sheet in front of you. So.
Yeah, I do. Thank you for. Pretty sure that hits.
Yep.
Yeah.
Roll me the damage.
I am so sorry.
Don't worry. Totodile's 12 HP.
25 minus the defense.
Nice defense, which is a total of 10, so it's
15 damage.
15. Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
He's fine.
As Murkrow sort of just not pecks at Totodile, you see Totodile getting angry, and you can see that there's a fight about to break out.
Oh, no.
Oh, you deal with your Murkrow, I'll deal with the Totodile, because he's probably going to try and bite my face off.
Oh, yeah.
Hi.
Murkrow, return.
Split it up! Come on! Sort of grabbing his...
No, I'm holding up my Pokeball to recall my my Murkrow.
Yeah, I'm sort of dragging Totodile back and getting my Pokeball out, because... Come on.
Yeah, you
time for a rest.
Do you put Totodile in the timeout ball?
No, he's
like you should.
So you put him back in the normal Pokeball, and
I'm giving him a chance.
He immediately ejects himself again.
I don't think he was putting him in a Pokeball. He was just pulling him away physically.
Yeah, I was pulling him away physically and getting the Pokeball out. That's
right, okay.
sort of,
tell
him, cut it off.
Oh, so it was more of a threat than a Cool. Okay. In which case, Totodile just knocks the Pokeball out of your hand.
Alright, I gave you a chance. Gets the timeout ball.
Dada! And Totodile just starts running.
No!
And he's dodging he's just dodging the beams. And eventually you manage to catch him and stick him in there.
I've got a keeper here.
Yeah.
I guess you could say I'm lucky that it was me and not some poor sod.
Oh, definitely. We're frankly really lucky with that.
Anyway, we got an idea of what we're going to do tomorrow, roughly. Hopefully we won't look like fools.
Hopefully.
Things are looking kind of up.
So do you take, as the night sort of presses in, do you take your board back up at the fisherman's house?
Place? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'd say that's fair. So yeah, you sort of go find him, and he says, "Yeah, right, you can stay another night," kind of thing. And come the morning, you sort of wake up, and it's competition day. Everybody is super excited to be watching.
I do want to use the time before the competition to get another experience point for Murkrow.
Yep, that's fine.
Because it's going to need it.
And that, my friends, is where we're going to end it.
Fair enough.
Works for me.
So thank you very much, guys, for playing. I will find out what's happened to TJ. It seems like he's disappeared off the face of the planet. But thank you to everyone who's tuned in. This will be going up on YouTube, and the donations for the ovarian cancer research are now complete. Any more donations up until midnight UK time tonight, that's another 3 hours, will go straight over to Tool School. So thank you everyone for tuning in, and as ever, just remember, when the DM smiles, a Totodile cries. Good night, folks.
Lovely.